At the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's Goff now on second down. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st down, gone. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A really nice Nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting them these shorter gains, turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dante Pettis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Goff on third down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On third down, Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll run it here. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He got 29 yards that time.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by John Johnson. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Rosen off the play action. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Rosen. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Goff on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now looking to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He sets to fire deep and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd and long here for Rosen. And he finds Seals Jones complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action here with Rosen. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Michael Brockers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Buying time to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff over the middle, complete. It's Woods. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a handoff to Richard. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
76. 76. 180. 5.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete here.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
180.
Third and long. It's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Rosen on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Go. Like 20.
Gone. They got him in. It's Woods. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another carry now for Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for LA, it's a 10th win of the